Hi everyone, it's Jerry Ann. This is the second video for this project. My computer decided to update right in the middle of my broadcast, which, is always a load of fun when you're trying to figure out what to do and how to make it work and the whole bit. I was over Facebook is my very first thing that pops up, and did see that there were a few other people who were streaming tonight, and one of which I was aware was going to start this evening. And there were a couple people who were like, I'm not going to pick and choose. So that was crazy. And so I'm tickled pink that everybody is joining me tonight. I did I'm going to go get that again. I did post everything that people needed for the class tonight over on my blog, as well as the oh goodness, I'm all discombobulated, and so now over on my Facebook group. Okay. Alright. We are back to where we were supposed to be. So, I am totally tickled pink. I did see a couple of people who were definitely really struggling with who to watch and what to do, and I just thank you all very much for hanging out with me. You guys have been with me a long time. And I appreciate it. It makes everything work so well for me, and I enjoy Monday nights with all of you. Okay. Is everybody back? Alright, any questions? I gave you the blog. Let's see. Okay, so you guys can see my link for where to find the directions. We are now at a point where we have our envelope. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Alright, so I have my envelope. I have my pieces. I can stick my pieces inside. It all works and everything. I've got all the pieces cut. So now what I would like to do is I'm going to take my slate ink, which is my ultimate favorite. I've decided that I really like it more than anything else. And I'm going to edge everything in slate. And then we'll put it all together, make some cute little pages and all of that, and we'll go from there. Alright. So I'm just adding some color right along the edge of mine. I really like slate. Well, it's not black, and it's a nice gray. And it's warm. And it's nice, and yeah, I've used it a lot. It goes with everything. So, wow, picture this. I haven't seen you in forever. Okay, or maybe I have. I just haven't been paying attention. And then, unfortunately, that's my bad. So. Hi, Miss Martha. I'm so excited to see you. I'm glad Frankie's going home. I'm very excited about that. Hopefully. He's the most annoying person. And then there's my friend Sophie. I love Sophie. Alright, so now I've got all of my cover inked, just to kind of give it some nice little definition. I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of my book. Oh, speaking of that, before everything died, I have a 1-inch circle punch. My punch I marked at the center at the top, and then of course in the sides are centered as well. So now what I'm doing is I am just going to punch out the little finger pulls here, kind of trying to line everything up pretty centered and punching. And I'm going to do that on all 3 pages. There's that one. And then the third one. Boop. All the little half pieces. Alright. So now I'm going to go back and ink my edges for my pull pieces. Oh, wouldn't this look cute as a ticket? Oh, this would look cute as a ticket if we punched another side on this side and then did the ticket thing. That would be cute. Like a movie kind of thing. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and do this edge. Now I don't have to do the single flaps on the ends because they're going to be hidden. And so this is just a single flap. So it's going to be hidden, so we're not doing that side. So we're going to do this side. So everything with a hole punch in it gets inked on the edges. It looks good. I'm going to do this one. Oh. Yeah, I guess we don't either. I'm excited. In 2 weeks, next Saturday, the Junior League here in Spokane is doing their annual fundraiser called Touch a Truck. And I'm really excited because our group is going to encourage our families with young kids who love rescue vehicles and things like that to get out and meet some of those people. And we found out today that there are a couple of ladder trucks that are coming, fire trucks, ambulances, police cars, all of that. The cost for it is $5 or $4 in a can of food, benefiting the Salvation Army food bank and everything. So I was really excited about that. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a nice, fun mini album for both Harrison and James. For that memory piece. And you know, Harrison's done it in the past and it's always been really hugely beneficial. Our group just did a huge first responders training on autism related issues and first response crisis intervention kind of stuff, and had the national group come out from the East Coast. Actually, the gentleman, the police officer, was from Pensacola, Florida, and he comes out and does trainings nationwide. Has a son on the spectrum who is in his late 20s, more like, I think he's almost 30. And the fire department guy was from Boston. And he came out. So it was a fun day learning about the different things. The cool part is the first part was done towards first responders, which were police and firemen and stuff. And then they had a parent discussion afterwards that talked about what they had done to train. I learned some interesting statistics. One of the statistics are that 90% of children with autism who wander to water. Yes. Well, no, they don't get to ride in the fire truck, but they get to climb all over it and touch it. And from 1 to 2, the kids will be able to push the buttons and play with the sirens and the lights and all of that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, they get to climb in the back of ambulances. They get, I mean, it's just really a very awesome opportunity. And the best part is, again, usually those are people who are out in the community who need to kind of be. But anyway, the cool part, there were some interesting and kind of scary statistics. And one of them was that 90% of children with autism who wander towards water. And kids who are not found usually drowned. Most kids with autism who wander towards water and are not found within the first 30 minutes usually drowned in water. Everything from backyard swimming pools to lakes and things like that. So that was a huge, huge, stunning kind of thought. It's one of those that I know that in my community, families who have kids who are wanderers, it just is staggering. And, you know, they worry about all of that. Oh, it's no big deal. But anyway, I did the training and it was hugely, hugely beneficial for me. I really very much enjoyed it. I learned a ton. We learned that in our community, in Spokane, here in Washington, in our community, there is a radio system, kind of a tracking system of bracelets and things like that, that they're able to work with kids who are wanderers to help those families be able to track those kids. The statistic is that if they can get kids within 30 minutes of wandering, the results are just staggering of how they're able to protect the kids from water, things like that. Utopia is going a year long, from what I understand. So we're going to have to, yeah, it's going to be crazy. So now what I'm doing is I am taking and putting on score tape just on 3 sides here, up the sides of my envelope, because this is where my piece is going to go. And if I do it this way, then I'm sure that my paper will get stuck, opposed to me forgetting and actually sticking my paper all the way down. I have more. I got good stuff. See, I got good. I'm good. But this one is low, yes. But it'll make for great TV. So these are the inside pieces. This is that patterned paper that's got all the seals and stuff. So what I'm going to do is oh, wait, I can't do that yet. I need to stuff my insides in first. So you can actually stick this completely down, and then once you do that, it will help with preventing the, this looks like it's a little long. I might need to look at my measurement here. Yeah, okay, well we're going to trim this down just a little. Alright, which one is, this is my back. So now what I'm going to do is my pieces, see these are my 3 flippies, these are my pieces. Oh, I know. I did get a huge commission job, though, and I'm really excited about it. And it should pay for my girl to come home at Christmas. And that my girl is doing wonderfully in Pennsylvania. And that she's kind of sad and a little concerned. Her roommate goes home every weekend, and she's only in class a couple of days a week. And Nicole really is homesick and needs somebody, and so she's asked her roommate if it would be okay to switch rooms and room with someone who's there all the time. And she feels really guilty about that. But it's what's best for her. And luckily her roommate is amazing, because she was like, you know, it's fine. Go. You can go. And, you know, thank you so much for asking me about switching and everything. But she was really, really, really happy that her roommate was okay with her switching. And that, you know, my niece's issue was, like, she didn't want her to have to pay for a single if they didn't have a roommate for her and all kinds of stuff. She's just a worrier. But, you know, I love her to death. And, you know, I think she did it the right way by asking her roommate. Now, the girl that she's moving in with, her roommate just kind of blindsided and said, I'm moving out. And, you know, without any warning, anything. And so that was kind of not real nice. So, but they're working with her right now and trying to get that all situated. So, no, Joy's husband actually commissions her to use her score tape stash on his friends. Right, Joy? How are those golf houses going? All right. So I'm just adding my inside piece there. So that allows that to slip and slide, gives us a nice piece. We can actually decorate that if we want. That, of course, is our front flap, and it allows this to lay flat. So, and let's see, I cut that one off, so we need to ink that a little bit. So, this one goes here. Hey, honey.
Yeah.
Did Suzanne go?
No, she's still here.
Oh, good. My friend from Louisiana is here. And she's upstairs entertaining my children. All right, so let's see. These are a little big, so we're going to go ahead and cut these down. I'm going to say... I'm going to cut this down to 5 inches on each of these. My envelope, make sure you measure your envelope. I was using off of a different envelope, and yeah, I need a little extra trim. Yeah, I'm really excited. Her son is going to college here, and so she came back. She moved to Louisiana in a couple of years ago, and I miss her terribly. And she came, and we had the crock pot potato soup that's floating around the internet on Pinterest and Facebook. Made that for dinner tonight. It was super yummy. She came over and I made homemade garlic bread with the garlic stuff from Costco. So that was awesome. And yeah. my family is happy, and Angie's here with the baby in her tummy, and which I haven't had her over in a little while. She's been busy with Avon and stuff. She got very involved with that and is doing really well, which is wonderful because Harrison thinks he needs to be her assistant because I won't let him be my assistant. He'd just make a mess out of my paper. But she's got catalogs and stuff with their Avon and stuff, and so he just thinks that's the best thing ever. And he's willing to walk wherever she wants him to go, so that makes it really great. Oh, isn't that awesome? He looks just like Harrison did, only he's like, 9 weeks too small. I had a picture of Harrison very close to being due, like within 2 weeks, and it was awesome. So it was awesome. So okay, why am I flickering light and dark here? I'm fully charged. Maintenance in progress. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it. It's one of those things where life is fun. I don't know. Yeah, it really is. And she is just, she's been having fun with it and everything. And she's done really well. Apparently, when she first started, she was just right out of high school and was kind of playing with it because the makeup was okay and that kind of stuff. And now that she's married and pregnant, everybody thinks she's just the cutest thing in the world, so they buy from her. And that, which is really nice. I think she's the cutest thing around, too. So, but she's got a really cool special coming up with some, like, day and night cream that's going on sale. And her goal is, she had a goal set and everything. So I told her I would share with everybody next week what that was, because the campaign kicks off next week, and what her goal was and everything. Give you guys an opportunity to look and see. But yeah, there's some really cute stuff. Harrison decided he really liked the boy smelly stuff. There's like boy shower gel and stuff. Yeah, boy shower gel and boy deodorant spray kind of stuff. I'm telling you, it's better than Axe, but you will drown in it just the same. But, anything to get them to shower, right? And be non-stinky boys. Yeah. So, alright, so we have our book. Here's our front. Here's our inside cover and that. And then the flippy pieces. And now we are going to go ahead and work on decorating our front. I'm going to put this one back together. This one's been through a lot. And I think I just used regular Tombow adhesive for this. But it's doing well. I'm pretty impressed. And that. Alright, so here we go. So now what we can do is we can take our trusty, was looking for my book. Where did it go? Here it is. I was going to look at the originals book, because one of the things that's really nice is that you can use a card piece. So each of these are 5 by 7. And so we can kind of look around and do with some of those. So I'm really excited about that. So I wanted to look and see in the originals book. If you flip into the front page, it shows you a variety of cards and card sizes and everything. So they're little gift enclosures, 3 by 3s, standard size cards. And that, and let's see, oh, here we go. And then there's a whole selection of 5 by 7s, and then there's some different selections here of the different kinds of things, and I thought this might be fun to play with. So I wanted to look and see kind of what we could definitely do for layout design. I have all of my trusty little pieces, the things that are left over from what we used before. I have the little letters from the Wildwood assortment when we did my cute little Washington book after we came back from Washington, D.C. and that. So I'm using the same collection for that. It's nice little pieces. I also have the stickers, the stickies from the collection, which have an itinerary and things like that. So this was really, really cute. So I was planning on doing some photos and everything on these. So I wanted to use this piece for the front of my book. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut this down and go ahead and put it on the front and back of my book. And I love that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to cut at 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 wide by, I'm going to say 6 3/4. So we're going to do 6 3/4. They are really nice. 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. All right. And those are going to be my front and back piece on this purple. Oh, I might want to do that a little. I think I'm going to do 4 5/8, just because I think that's going to fit in there a little better. Yeah, 4 5/8. Just taking another sliver. Hey, Fairy Floss. So that's good. So this is my, I'm trying to decide if I want, which one I want for the front. I'm going to do this one for the front. And this one will be my back. So I'm going to just grab my tape runner and use that for these. Hey, dude.
Are you still doing your show?
I am. It's 7:27.
Are you taking Angie back home?
I don't know. Who's taking Angie home?
I don't know. You might have. Do you want to hang out with Suzanne?
Daddy might. I thought you were hanging out with Suzanne. Are you entertaining her?
She's doing it by herself.
What?
Did you want to do stuff?
Suzanne is entertaining herself?
Yes. Did you want to entertain Suzanne?
I am finishing my show. Please don't pull on that because you'll take my light out.
You have a friend upstairs.
I know. I have a friend upstairs, but she knew I was doing a show.
She's watching it.
Is she watching it?
Do you want my card?
I'm going to do this card here, which is Triple the Fun on page 56 as my front cover. What? Did it stab you?
This card stabbed it.
Did it stab you?
No. I have something that hurts in me.
Something that hurts in you?
Card.
Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi everybody. I hope you guys have fun.
What did you do today? They all want to know.
Today in school I did I had an I saw Angie's ultrasound.
Yeah. Don't touch.
I'm
Yeah.
typing it in.
You're typing it in. I showed everybody the pictures. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, here they are.
Can I have them now or you have to
No, I'm going to copy them. These are the pictures. Isn't they cute? Look, everybody says hi, Harrison. Look, they're all saying hi.
Hi.
Hi, Harrison. Hi, Harrison. Hi, Harrison. Yeah.
There's names.
Darcy and Charlie and Zelda
Where does Charlie?
and Sue and Martha.
Where does Sue live?
Where does Sue live? I know where Sue lives.
Where?
California. Here. Nose, please. Well, apparently Darcy and Sue, you guys happen to be the favorites. So, alright. So, what I need is a piece that is 3 inches by 7. Oh, Alabama. Southern Alabama girl. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Fairy Floss lives in Australia. I knew that. And Darcy lives in Georgia. You guys are going to spoil him.
I haven't gotten newspapers from the people in Houston.
Harrison! Plug it back in.
Did I take the light out?
Yeah.
No, the light's on.
But you have to plug my good light in or nobody can see anything. Oh, here, I'll do it. I think they're going. Are you going to go take them home?
Can you go take them home?
No, I'm not going to take them home.
You don't have a key?
I don't. I'm staying here. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Of course he would like newspapers from everywhere, but I'll tell you, Harrison's birthday is in December, and I have to tell you guys what he told me. They gave him a piece of paper the first day of school, and one of the questions was, what was the best present you ever got? Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, he's just, it's just a newspaper, Darcy, nothing else. You could send him the front page or the weather section or a freebie newspaper from your town, and he would love it. Anyhow, he just is a newspaper guy. Totally a newspaper guy. But he was so funny. When they finished his, when they asked the kids what was their favorite present ever, I was so blessed because he wrote that his best birthday best present that he ever got was his birthday present last year when he had a ton of mail and all of it was newspapers from around the country and the world. He thought it was the best thing since ever. And so part of me wants to do that again because I know that it would bring him joy. But I know that that's a lot to ask of people as well. But he loved it. Absolutely loved it. Loves the newspapers. He's gotten newspapers from, he's gotten papers from New Zealand, from Sophie. He's gotten newspapers from all kinds of places. He got one from England. And, I'll have to remind you guys. But it was the best present ever. And one in which I couldn't just go by, Well, you know what? Everybody, the thing is that the best part was it was all in an envelope that was mailed from you guys, from your hometowns, addressed to him in a manila envelope, and he was just amazing. Harrison's birthday is Christmas Eve, December 24th. Which makes it hard in general to have like good birthdays anyway, but on top of it all, to have a birthday on a major holiday and the whole bit, it was the best thing ever. He was so excited, and it blessed my heart so much when when the teacher asked what was your best ever gift, and his was like all of these newspapers that came in yellow paper. It just made my heart. It was just awesome. absolutely awesome. Everybody had just, and he did thank you cards to everybody because it was just, I mean, and he took them to school and he laid in them and he read them and he showed everybody. And it was awesome. Absolutely, absolutely the best thing ever. All right. I need a piece that is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and that is a base piece that goes here in the round. So we're going to find a piece of, I think we're going to do the flaxen, which is this color here. No, not yet. I don't think so, Sophie. Or it might have. I don't remember. You know what? I got so busy with everything kind of being crazy. I'll have to go back and look. I know the last one he got was from my niece in Pennsylvania. And he absolutely loved it. And it is just, absolutely. Alright, so 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then I also need 2 pieces that are 2 and 2. Okay. Yep, no, not yet. And I need 2 pieces 2 by 2. Yeah. It just makes my heart happy, you know, that I have people all over the world who understand that, you know, here I have this kid who, oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll love everything. He is such a paper hoarder. And I wonder where he gets it some days. Some days I think, oh, I wonder why he just is, you know. And then I look at my craft room and I think, oh my gosh. Yeah. And that. Alright, so now I need pieces that go in. Yeah, definitely. Charlie, I will, you know what? I'm going to send you a note. Alright. There we go, I think. Alright. Yeah, you can. Yes, definitely. But he is just, you know, I love the community that I have with everybody. I feel so blessed to do my show every week. I've made some wonderful, wonderful friends along the way, and I have been so blessed that they just love Harrison and are willing to kind of help me do the things. Last year their school did all of these, the states. And so he learned all of the 50 states and the capitals and all of that. And he actually did a better job at it than some of his peers and that. And it was so even more impressive because the states, everybody mailed newspapers from different places. And he so loved it. Absolutely just thought it was the best thing ever. And the teachers were like, you have people who do this? And it's like, yeah, Harrison's got people. So, it was awesome. Alright, so we're working on the front. I'm grabbing my trusty piece. I have cut out, this one is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And it fits inside the 2 by 2 little pieces here. And I'm just inking the edges of everything so that it kind of all looks the same. And then I'm going to find some cute little stickers for my sticker pack in order to make this pop. It just, yeah, it blesses my heart. It makes me, yeah, I absolutely love this group of people. I have felt very connected, very much appreciated. I feel like I've been, you know, it definitely is something that has completely helped. Having a kid with autism, some days you just kind of want to throw in the towel, you know. And I have it easy compared to some people. I mean, some of the people I know who have kids on the spectrum, their kids don't talk. Their kids, you know, strip and run out of the house, and, you know, they headbutt people, and, you know, and I don't have to deal with some of that kind of stuff. You know, I think about fighting the battles that I fight about full inclusion for school, or wanting him to be part of a club or a group or something like that. You know, some of these kids, they're just grateful that the kids are loved at school, because really that would be a really difficult thing to, you know, have to deal with. I mean, Harrison's got his own brand of issues with, you know, personal hygiene and stuff, you know, but we were able to surgically fix some of his stuff with the toileting and stuff. And there are some families that they wouldn't even be able to get that. They wouldn't be able to do that. And I just feel totally blessed. And that Harrison has a really good friend who is hanging out with our family a lot recently. And, you know, the kids are like, I don't want him to go home, and, you know, when can they come back, and all of that. And I am totally blessed. Totally blessed. And absolutely love the and honestly, you probably wouldn't have been able to, I would have probably, you know, boo-hooed everything long time ago, like normal, just because it's not easy. It's not easy raising kids in general. It's really not easy raising a special needs kid. Especially when you want them to have this similar opportunities. You don't, you know, he said to me this morning, he's like, Harrison said that, you know, Mom, when we go to college, my friend and I are gonna be in the same dorm. We're gonna stay in, you know, we're gonna have the same, we're gonna room together. And that blessed my heart. It's like, here's my kid who even 10 years ago wouldn't even have had an opportunity to go to college, or wouldn't be thinking about college, because he just wouldn't have been able to do it. And now it's not a big deal. Bye, Soph. So yeah. So anyway, here's the front part of my book. I'm going to go ahead and attach my little pieces here. I'm going to go ahead and attach my centerpiece here. Kind of looking at centering. Kind of in the middle a little bit. So, alright, so I'm going to take my Oh Snap photo. I'm going to take off some of the sticky. I'm going to stick him in the middle here. I think I'm going to pop him up though. I'm going to give him some leverage. I think I've just, I've really enjoyed getting to know everyone. I have felt completely supported. I met and started following Laura over at Following the Paper Trail about 4 years ago. And really her streaming and teaching and everything was the inspiration that, I kind of wanted to do something. And, I love hanging out. I love having the friendships that I do online. I love having the community pieces and feeling like it is a family who is on Ustream. I love the fact that, people try. I will say they do try really hard to kind of work with each other. And then you get those who don't. But I've been very blessed. Very, very blessed. All right, so here is my front. I think I'm going to go ahead and attach this right at the moment. Might give it a few embellishments. You can kind of see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Washington, D.C. Yeah. Well, and I asked questions up front. I sent her an email occasionally asking questions and always received a response, and it was just a nice piece, when I said I wanted to try this out, she was just wonderful about saying, yeah, you should try it, especially with the close to my heart stuff, because that is my passion. That's my favorite. I love this stuff. And I know that sounds just really silly, but it's something that I fell in love with a long time ago. And I have to say that she's been helpful. So helpful for me. And I've learned a ton. If you've ever tried one of her projects, if you've never tried one of her projects, you should give it a try. It will definitely boost your your confidence level in doing projects and stuff. Try one of the smaller albums, the 6-pack. Yeah. I was telling how she's just been really helpful for me. And I just, yeah. Well, I am so excited. I have the spring fairy house sitting back here. So, yeah. I'm hoping that says it's half done, not that you were doing one of two. Oh, lacy flaps. Yeah. I just, I'm... Yeah. Yeah, I have this spring one, and I am really... It's a gift for Christmas for a very special person. And actually, I think... I have an opportunity to go to a scrapbook weekend in October. And I think that that's my goal, is I'm going to take just that project and and that's it. I'm going to get it done. I think it'll take me the whole time. Well, you know what? I bet you I have more brown letters somewhere. My problem is I make something really cute and then one of my friends say, oh, I need, would you make me one? Or, I loved that. Would you make me another? Or, can you make me something for my friend? And, I've learned so much. I've done so much. And that I go back and I'm like, I can't remember what pattern that was. Oh, I have that one. I know that I have that pattern. And so I know I have that pattern. I know it's one that I was planning on working on. I'm looking for some brown letters here, guys. Because I know I have brown letters. I have letters of every color you could possibly imagine. I just want one that kind of matches with this kind of paper. Nope. Nope. Like a pink and white. Is it brown? Is it brown? Yep, there is not one. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's kind of my thing. I have a couple of kits actually. I have the in-flight one. I have 4 kits back here sitting there waiting to do. And I just have yet to do it. So maybe I just need to get going on that. Actually, we max out at 25. Oh. Oh. Okay, for our campers. Well, don't you... I thought you were asking about the camping, the scrapbook weekend. Maybe I'll send this book to my girl. Maybe I'll send this one to girl. Wow. I don't think I'd ever get unpacked, Sophie. I don't think I'd ever get unpacked. Okay. Alright, so here's the front cover. Cute. Oh, fun. Alright. So our first piece. Oh, Scrapbook Camp is so much fun. In the very beginning, when I started going years ago, I went because I needed a break. And my husband knew that if I went away for the weekend, I was good for about 4 months. I was able to kind of manage life for about 4 months. And that. So, it is a ton of fun. The best part about our scrapbook weekends are they really are totally an opportunity to come and do your own thing. And in doing that, the cool part is that really it's $110. It's from Thursday night to Sunday night. Like you arrive on Thursday night and you go home on Sunday evening. And maybe I'll do the zoo pictures. We took a ton of zoo. Then I can do National Zoo, Washington, D.C. Can do these cute pictures of the zoo. Although, Sock Monkey, here's Brad, and here she is. Just, I miss my girl. This is one of the pillars that's in the Capitol building. Apparently, our country was founded on agriculture, and so throughout the Capitol building, you can see things like corn and stuff. And that within the architecture, they didn't want people to forget it. Here's the statue of Rosa Parks in the Capitol building. I know I gave you quiz stuff last time, but I really want some of those animal photos. Alright, here they are. Oh, she is such a huge cat person that we have so many pictures of the lions and everything from our trip. So let's see if I can pull out a few, because we'll be able to do 2 photos in each pocket. So 2, 4, 6 photos. 1 here, and then that 2 on outside. So that's 12. Good night. So 12 photos. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14 photos. So we can do 14 photos with the National Zoo. Here's Mom saying, hello. Night, Martha. I love those boys. This was a cool big cat. He was huge. Love this. Yep. Look at him. He's so cute. Adorable. Alright, we need something more than just the cats. Let's see, what do we got? Here was... Oh, how's the puppy doing? The puppy is cute. She is adorable. I will see if I can find her. Princess! There's a monkey. Any pandas? You know, there were pandas. I think there were pandas at the National Zoo. Let me see. Yes, because there was the baby panda. Hold on, Joy. I'll get there. There's an otter. There was an eagle. Look at this eagle. Beautiful. Meerkat, yeah. Let me see. I have pandas. I love this. Look, it's an elephant. Oh, look. This is my new camera, which was really cool. The elephant. Alright, that means that the other photos are on the other side, because I know we got panda photos. Okay, what do we got here? Oh yeah, because we only did the Capitol stuff. Now we have, like, zoo pictures. Oh, this was the cat she really, really liked. It was, oh goodness. It was a special kind of cat. I'll have to look it up. Here she is at the zoo. It's my girl. I had my glasses on my DC trip. Still can't find those. Here's the pandas. That's the big panda. And then this is the panda in the tree. These are the baby pandas in the tree. Oh, and there's more Lincoln Memorial. Let's see. Alright. These were cute. Let's see. Now I'm going to have to cut out photos. Let's see. These reminded us of kitties. These were otters. Yeah. It was a huge thing of bamboo. It kept everything cool. It was so hot and humid that day. So hot and humid. There's a panda picture. Isn't he cute? Alright. This was a red panda. A red something. And these crazy things, let's see. Here's another photo. These crazy things in this hole were naked mole rats. From like Kim Possible. Naked mole rats. Looks like you're kidding, right? They love the tigers. Alright. So now we have all these photos. We have to take it down to 14. So I want to include this one. And I also want to include the one of her. So I like the zoo one. I think there's one with both of us in the zoo picture. I didn't take any pictures of lizards or snakes. Let's see, here's the other one. So I've got 1, 2, there's 3. We've got a panda and a tiger. Let's see, I don't need this tiger. I love those guys. And this one. I love these two. So that can go on a page in and out. There's some otters. And here's the panda. And this is our favorite guy. There's a cheetah. And the eagle. And those guys. And yeah. How do you decide which ones to put in here? We're gonna have to figure it out. Okay. I know, we'll just make an opening. Alright. So let's go ahead and decide. We saw the tigers first. Oh, look at that. That's gonna be perfect. So let's see. We got tigers first. Because these, well, actually we saw this guy first. There's another. Here's the tiger. And there's the panda. Let's see, here's another one. And then there are these guys. Alright. The cheetah. So we've got these 3. Oh my goodness. Alright. I think we're going to put him on the outside. And I'm just going to add my pictures down, and then we'll just embellish around them. Because really this is about the pictures. She'll be happy to have it. What? Naked mole rats? You know, or naked guinea pigs. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and... Alright. Well, now we have to figure out how big of a piece of paper we can stuff in here. because these are 5 inches. So if we do a 4 by 6 and a 1/2 inch tag, if we do, because we lose a 1/2 inch there, and we kind of do the 1/2 inch. So if we do 4 by 6 and a 1/2, yeah. And they decided they were 4. Yeah, we were going to do 4. Well, we were going to do 6 and a 1/2. Six and a 1/2 and 8, and then we can fold that in half. We can cut our photo down. Right? So we can cut our photo down. So 6 and a 1/2, so 1/2 inch would bring our photo down to 3 and a 1/2 to fit in there nicely. So that's what we're going to do. Because then they'll fit on these really, really nice. And then we can do on the inside. And then we can do these guys on. Yeah. I like this. So, got these guys hanging out and this guy sleeping. And then yeah, we can put these guys on the outside. So that'll be good. So, okay. I hope this fits in there because, you know, these guys are adorable. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. I'm excited. Uh-oh. Let's see. What did I do? I cut one of those down long. Should have left one of them full size. Let's see. I'm going to have to look and see what I have for another photo, because that didn't fit right. Alright. I got a zebra. There's a cheetah. These are wild boars. Oh, come on. Am I boring you guys to death? Naked mole rats. Alright. Oh. Well, we can always have Mom. You know, we didn't do the, I don't think we did the birdhouse. I'm sure there were. So that turned out really cute. And this pulls out. So the other photo, this pulls out. You've got 4 additional photos of the cats. And then you've got these baby cats. Alright. 6.5 by 4. So that's what I need for the next inside piece. Let's see, what are we going to do next? Let me cut that out of my paper. Six and a half by 8. Folded down at 4 inches. How about we do her, do the cheetah. And the pandas. And this kitty here. So that takes up 1, 2. So that's a panda on the outside. So we're going to leave this one right here on the outside. We've got this one and the baby panda on the inside. I think we'll leave the big, well, this was her favorite one. So maybe we should put him on the outside. Okay, outside. So now we need this little guy. Good night. Thanks for joining us, Tony. Alright, so I need this little kitty thingy. This guy. So if we leave him on the outside, he goes on the outside, he goes, okay, we got the panda on the outside, and then, let's see, panda on the outside, this panda, and this panda, and then we can do 1, 2, and now we just need the kitty. That guy. There we go. Alright. We're going to go ahead and put this panda guy out here. We're going to cut these guys down. was the baby panda in the tree. All right, let's go ahead and get this guy. You know, the funny thing is I don't ever scrap with pictures, so you guys are really in for a treat tonight watching me do this with photos in something, because I never do photos and things. But this one worked out really well. I think my girl's gonna love it. So this one goes in this side. And then this photo is going to go here where the kitty's peeking. We can go back and add some little text bubbles and things. Now I have one more, so I think I'm going to do, let's see, I've got a white, I've got a blue. Let's go ahead and do this flaxen. So we're going to do 6.5 again. By 8. I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. Alright, and then let's see. I think we should do the cheetah. There's 1, 2. We need 4 more photos. Let's see. I'm going to do these photos in this piece, and then on the back page I'm going to do us and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these down to 3.5. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue these guys down. I'm going to stick him on the back. So these are going to go in here. Oh, this one's got to go down first. So what's the plan, Stan?
Mason's working on his homework.
Yeah? Angie?
He's home.
Here?
No,
Oh.
I took her home.
Awesome. Is Suzanne still here?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Alright guys, I'm going to finish up quick and then go visit with my friend who has hung out for 2.5 hours. Just hanging. Is Suzanne doing homework with Harrison?
No,
Oh.
we're watching football.
Oh. I'm going to do this one of her there. I love that one. All right. So now I have all my pictures in. There, here, oh snap, Washington, D.C. I'm going to put National Zoo. And then I have the picture of her. I'm going to do this everywhere right here. And then I'm going to do You've got a perfect day and living the life. I love this. It says, I was here. I'm going to stick that in the photo. I was here. It's cute. I was here. And then, oh, let's see. These are the Chalk It Up assortment, and I have extra, which I just love. So this says, love this, or heart this. I'm going to cut my sticker here that says Destination Relaxation. I'm just going to cut off relaxation. These might be fun on those corners. These are the Wildwood clips. They're basically paper clips. I don't know. I don't know that they're gonna... I don't know. I'm not sure I like those right this moment. We didn't put the naked mole rats in here. Oh, I hope she likes this. And I saw adorable. Oh. There's a saying, it says, I'll look back on this and smile because it was life and I decided to live it. All right, just like, I just don't want to cover the pictures up. I think this would be cute for I was thinking it would be cute to have a little saying there. I love this. Let's see. Where could we put this one? Well, that's not going to work. Oh, this would be cute. I don't know. I'm running out of thoughts. I really want this note here. I'm going to do that. Because there was, I have the brochure and everything that talks about him. So maybe I should just pull that out so that we can all right. You can do authentic. All right. I like that. Let's see what we've got here for this guy. How about we do, okay, so here's the story. All right. Oh, here we go. I love how this turned out, you guys. I could see it needing a couple of things. She's not going to care. I just need to do a couple of little things. So I'm going to do National Zoo up here. I want brown ones. Here we go. All right. I think I'm pretty done, guys. The National Zoo. And then I'll flip through the book so you guys can see. Next week we'll have scrapbook pages. All right. I love that you guys joined me this evening. Here is the finished mini book that I'm going to send to my girl. And that it's the National Zoo, Washington, D.C. And then here's a picture of her. And then here, and it says authentic. Pulling this out, we have our couple of photos of our memories of seeing the animals. Flip the page up. We have, okay, here's the story as the male of the pride was in charge. We have the panda and the cute little panda cubs. Big panda, the panda cub in the tree. And then we have these little cats were something that she really fell in love with, and I'm going to have to find their name. And that's what I'm going to put in this next little block here, the name of those guys. Got a box going to my girl this week, so that'll be good. We have the cheetah here, his little relaxation. And then we have the otters, the two different monkeys, and the eagle. And then, of course, here's her hanging out at the, walking through the panda area. And us with the panda. So that is our cute little book. Perfect way to kind of do. You can add a ribbon or anything at the bottom here if you'd like in order to kind of tie your book together. I think it folds flat and does a really nice job ahead of time. So I'm not really worried about that. Just use my letter stickers from my leftover packs of paper and things. In order to pull up. As you can see, there were 3 different collections I used with the Wanderful paper. I used the Wanderful paper and assortments. I used the Wildwood assortment, the Wildwood collection out of the Picture My Life, as well as the cute little, these little charm things out of the Chalk It Up. Yeah, nice Christmas present, a stocking stuffer, a brag book for a new baby. So I'm really excited about that because that's what I really want. And I know my girl's going to love it. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I had a great time. I'm going to go visit with my friend and my family and check out everything. I'll get some posted photos up on Facebook. I promise that. I know, Sophia, I promised you photos and I have yet to get them done. I'm just trying to get everything together. I'll have probably some interesting news and stuff on Friday. So I'm in the process of kind of cleaning house and doing a few things. So I will chat with you guys soon. Thank you again so much for joining me and having a great time. I look forward to hanging out with you guys again on next Monday at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Good night.